Mary.
Yo, lady, I didn't have no choice, all right? I don't want to be nowhere near you. I know what you think.
I think I know what you did. To the restaurant as well as to Pilara.
Oh, wait a minute.
Everybody, wait a minute. Please. Is there someplace else that we can go to talk about this?
I can't leave here, Cass.
No, I meant someplace like your office or the cafeteria.
Why?
I want to ask you some questions about the day of the fire.
Well, I don't have a lot of time.
See, it's just a big waste of time.
Reuben, shut up!
But if you would like to wait for me in the cafeteria, I will try to meet you there in about half an hour.
Terrific. Thank you, Mary.
Sure.
That lady got me all measured up for a suit with numbers on the back.
She doesn't like you.
Oh, is that a fact?
Can you give me a single reason why she should?
I won't just drop the whole thing, okay? Just ship me off to jail and just forget the whole thing.
Because you're not guilty.
Well, you and I are the only ones who think so. And really, I ain't too sure about you.
Reuben, could you stop this garbage?
What?
For once in your life, could you stop trying to alienate everybody you meet? Now, I want you to tell Mary that Pilara was with you the night of the fire.
You can forget about that.
It would
man.
make a difference to her.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Why won't you?
Because Pilar be in more trouble with the old man than she is now.
Yeah, what?
No.
Mary thinks you beat Pilara. She's wrong, isn't she?
But the doc knew everything.
I don't believe that, and neither do you. Are you going to cooperate with me or not?
Hey, Cass.
Vince.
Mary says she's meeting with you, and I'll be there.
Okay, that's fine. Great. Vince McKinnon, I'd like you to meet Reuben Lawrence.
Yeah.
Hi.
May I talk to you for a minute?
Stay here. I'll be right back.
What is he doing here?
Look, you know him as a suspect. He knows what Mary thinks about him. I thought if you got together as people...
Are you crazy?
I wouldn't ask if I didn't know you and Mary. If I didn't know the kind of people you are.
You really gonna go through with this?
Representing Reuben, I told you I was.
Now look, that punk took away my livelihood. He changed my life. How can you expect me to talk to him?
Vince, if you talk to him, maybe you'll see some of the qualities in him that I see and give him the benefit of the doubt.
Don't you understand what you're doing to me? To my family? Now, if I stay here another minute, I may kill that kid and wipe this joint up with you.
Vince, I'm not trying to hurt you or Mary. I'm just trying to do a job. I wish you could understand that.
Reuben?
Oh, great. Just what I need. Super Negro.
Oh, knock it off, Reuben.
I didn't know you two knew each other.
About as well as we want to.
Yo, man, what you doing with him anyway?
I told you I wanted you to meet my partner. This is him. You okay?
Hey, man, I'm fine. Forget about it.
Look, here's Mary. Don't offer anything unless I ask questions.
Yo, I ain't gonna say nothing to nobody.
I'm sorry. I had to see a patient. It just took longer than I expected.
That's okay, Mary. Please, sit down. Like I told you, I just wanted to go over the day of the fire.
All right.
I wish that Vince were here. Anyway, okay, it was New Year's Eve, right?
Right.
Was that a big day for Mary's place?
No, actually, Vince had closed the restaurant for the night.
Did he go to the bank that afternoon to make a deposit?
Yes, he told me that at 4 o'clock he rang up the register and went to the bank.
And did he leave money in the cash register?
Well, he always leaves just enough to... left. Just enough to make change the next morning. But there wasn't a next morning. That time was
Oh,
there.
come on, lady.
Reuben.
Yo, what's the problem, man? You got insurance?
Yeah, he's absolutely right, isn't he?
Mary.
We do. We have insurance. What we don't have is a restaurant because someone set it on fire.
See, Winthrop, this was a lousy idea, man. She ain't gonna listen.
Wait a minute. Just wait a minute. I told you not to say anything unless I asked you a question. I apologize for Reuben.
Just go ahead and ask me what you want to ask.
The money in the cash register, it wasn't a lot?
I'm sure it wasn't. He never left a lot.
Okay. Reuben, what were you doing in Mary's place that night?
I already told the cops, man, I was cold and I just needed a place to get warm.
So you just happened out of the blue to pick Mary's place.
You know why I bother talking to you, lady? You don't believe nothing I say to you.
I think you have a problem with me because I've been telling Pilara she doesn't have to take any more beatings from you.
From me? You are so stupid. You know that?
What?
You don't even know what you're talking about.
What, Reuben? What doesn't she know?
Think you got it all figured out, don't you, lady? You don't know nothing about me. And you don't know nothing about Pilar neither.
But you do.
Yeah, I do.
What? What is it that you know?
Reuben, we can check her medical records. We can find out whether her injuries started before or after she met you.
Maybe we should do that.
Yeah, well, maybe you should, and get your facts straight.
Cass, I have to go. Is that okay?
Yes, of course it is. Thank you for coming, Mary.
I'm sorry.
And she was ready to give you a chance, and you had to shoot off your big mouth.
Face accounts, all right? We lost.
We didn't lose.
What you talking about?
I saw the look on Mary's face. She realizes that she and Vince might be mistaken about some things.
How come you know them so well?
Because I was married to their daughter.
Oh, man, no wonder she don't like you, man. What, would you skip out on their daughter? You split? You...
Mary is upset with me right now because I'm representing you. And I didn't split from her daughter. Kathleen died.
I'm sorry, man. I ain't know.
Being smart is knowing when to keep your mouth shut. Now, they're going to be giving us a court date for your case pretty soon, so I'll keep you posted.
I'm gonna mark my calendar, okay?
You be there, you hear me?
Yes, sir.
You have a sport coat?
You know, I believe I left that in my summer home.
I'll give you one, and I'll give you a tie.
Do you really think those things are gonna help me, man?
Reuben, what would really help you right now is if you started telling everybody the truth. But you don't seem to be willing to do that. So, I'm stuck. But I'm trying to do the best I can. Keep checking in with me. A little nerves.
What?
I'm nervous. I haven't done this in a long time.
Oh, it's like riding a bike, but...
No, it isn't.
You're right, it isn't.
I mean, Reuben's whole future is at stake here.
Well, he's in good hands, okay?
He's in shaky, sweaty hands right now.
Here they are.
Yes, here they are, but where's Reuben?
Hi.
Hi. Where's your brother?
We don't know.
Well, he said he'd meet us here.
Oh, man, if he doesn't show.
You can forget about it. Here comes Judge Tinkin.
Sit down, please. Good evening.
Good evening, Your Honor.
Mr. Rees?
Cass Winthrop, Your Honor.
Yes. I heard you and Mr. Edwards had some unholy plans to right the wrongs of our city.
Well, in this case, one wrong will do, Your Honor.
We'll see. Very well, this is a preliminary hearing. I'll allow you considerable leeway, no holds barred, until I say they're barred. All right, let's begin. People versus Reuben Lawrence. Is everyone ready? I'm waiting, Counselor.
Mr. Lawrence is delayed, Your Honor.
Would you care to let us in on the reason for that, Mr. Winthrop?
Yes, of course, Your Honor. My client doesn't have a car. He may have had some trouble with public transportation.
Then he should have left earlier.
Yes, Your Honor.
Hope he isn't taking this hearing lightly.
Of course not, Your Honor. I can assure you that he will arrive shortly.
Hardly an auspicious start to these proceedings, Counselor.
I apologize for my client. I also assure the court that it won't happen again.
Very well. Since this is a preliminary hearing, we will move ahead without Mr. Lawrence.
Well, it is getting late, Your Honor. Perhaps a continuance would
Forget
be...
it. I intend to clear this off my calendar tonight.
You'd like to make a ruling tonight?
That is the intention. So let's get to it. Mr. Reese?
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
We're not prosecuting anything yet. This is a hearing to determine whether or not we're going to go further with this.
I'm prepared to show that we must go further, Your Honor. I'm prepared to show that Reuben Lawrence forced entry into the restaurant Mary's Place in order to set fire to it.
You'd better have proof that the fire was set intentionally, Mr. Reese, if you want a conviction on a charge of arson.
I understand that, Your Honor. And I have forensic evidence which we intend to introduce at trial. But at this hearing, I intend to establish a motive. Actually, Lawrence had two motives. One, to cover his theft, and two, to take revenge against Mary McKinnon.
Call your first witness, Mr. Reese.
The people called Vince McKinnon.
Do me a favor, make sure I didn't leave anything, okay?
I can't believe you're gonna do this.
Keep your voice down. Man, it's right down the hall.
You're just gonna skip out?
Man, I sure ain't gonna pay that thief for last month's rent. Do you know he put a lock on the door after I went out yesterday?
What about me?
It took me 10 minutes to pick that daggone thing.
What about me, Reuben?
You okay, babe?
Where are you going?
I don't know. Getting out of Bay City, though. I ain't gonna tell you nothing else. It's better that you don't know too much, okay?
You can't, Reuben. You can't go.
There's nothing else I can do, Palara.
Well, what am I gonna do without you?
Palara, these people are looking for me with warrants. Hey, if they catch me, I'm gonna go away.
I'm coming with you.
No, forget that. Palara, if they catch you running with me, they're gonna put you away, too. Prison ain't no place for you, honey.
Please. You can't leave me alone, Reuben. You can't.
Palara, come on, don't do this. Don't do this. It's gonna be okay. Everything's good. What's going on? What's going on?
Reuben, you can't leave me here alone.
Take your jacket off.
No.
Take it off. Man, not again. Did again, didn't he? Didn't he?
What do you think you're doing, Reuben?
I don't want no problems with you, all right, Ronnie? But I'm getting out of here, and I'm taking Palara with me.
That's it? You're gonna cut and run. Every time something goes wrong for you, you take off. Reuben, please. For once in your life, don't run away.
I had emptied the cash register earlier in the day, but there was still some money in the till when I left that night.
The police report states that the register was open and empty. The money had disappeared.
Anything else, Mr. Reese? Mr. Winthrop?
Thank you, Your Honor. I suppose we are to infer from the police report and from Mr. McKinnon's testimony that the money was stolen.
Wait a minute, the police think that he stole it and burned the place down.
Please wait for a question, Mr. McKinnon.
I have only a couple of observations to make, Your Honor. First of all, no money was ever found on Reuben Lawrence.
He could have stashed it.
Please, Mr. McKinnon.
Oh, sorry, Your Honor.
Did you see Reuben Lawrence take the money?
I didn't have to.
A simple yes or no is all I'm asking for, Mr. McKinnon. Did you see Reuben Lawrence take the money?
No.
The fact is, Your Honor, no one ever saw Reuben Lawrence take the money. There was no evidence that anyone took the money. There was evidence, however, a small pile of ashes found next to the cash register. Ashes that look very much like these. Money burns.
And when somebody burns it on purpose, it's a federal offense.
Didn't they change that law? I meant no disrespect to the Department of the Treasury, Your Honor. I was only trying to make a point.
Don't worry, Mr. Winthrop. I'm not going to sick the FBI on you. I think both of us are getting a little long in the tooth for these kind of theatrics, don't you?
Yes, Your Honor.
Let's stick to what is pertinent. As far as I'm concerned, the most pertinent thing right now is whether your client's going to walk through that door. Wouldn't you agree?
I'm sure he'll be here soon.
I'm a fair man. If you don't produce Mr. Lawrence in 10 minutes, I will dispense with this hearing, set a trial date, and order that Reuben Lawrence be held without bail.
But, Your Honor...
10 minutes, after which I'm issuing a warrant for his immediate arrest. Clear enough?
Yes, Your Honor. Jesse, I want you to call everybody who knows where Reuben might be, all right? If he doesn't show up, we're finished.
10 minutes isn't a whole lot of time.
So don't waste any. Come on, move.
You gave it a good try, Cass. You gave it your best shot.
What, are you saying it's all over?
No, I'm just saying you better start preparing to give it up.
No way.